was nervous to speak to her on the phone. Uh-huh, yes. Oh, really? I see. No, not at all. Thank you so much. Based only on witnessing his side of the call, he didn't seem particularly let down. As he spoke, he sat up with his chest puffed out awkwardly and looked straight ahead, as if Fumiko was sitting there in front of him. Nagare stood observing his unnaturally tense pose with a look of concern. No, you have done so much for me. That's quite okay. Thank you very much. He bowed his head very deeply. Right, yes. Okay, The coffee will be cold soon, so... Yes. He glanced at the clock on the wall in the middle. Of the 3 antique clocks on the wall, only the one in the center showed the right time. Of the other 2, one was fast and one was slow. Accordingly, when Nagare, Kazusa, or any of the regulars wanted to check the time, they would always look at the one in the middle. Judging by Kurata's conversation on the phone with Fumiko, Nagare was assuming that the woman he was waiting for, Asami, was not coming. Yes. He reached out and touched the cup to check the temperature of the coffee. I've hardly any time left. Kurata took a very deep breath and slowly closed his eyes. Kazusa watched him doing this, but did nothing. Oh, that reminds me. I heard you got married. Congratulations. Yes, the cafe staff told me. Believe me, hearing that alone made my trip worth it. They weren't just empty words. He really seemed to mean it. His beaming face was seemingly directed to Fumiko, wherever she was. Bye. Kurata slowly ended the call. Nagare quietly approached the table, and Kurata returned the handset to him. I'll go back now, he said softly. He was smiling, but his voice was faltering. He clearly seemed disappointed that he had come all this way to the future, only to miss out on meeting Asami. Anything we can do before you go? Nagare said, observing Kurata. Nagare knew he couldn't offer anything, but he couldn't help asking. He kept pressing the buttons on the handset pointlessly. Kurata must have noticed how he was feeling. No, everything is fine. Thank you very much, he replied with a smile. Nagare slowly lifted his head and walked off towards the back room, holding on to the handset. Could you put this up for me, please? Kurata asked, presenting the tanzaku bearing his wish. Yes, sir, said Miki. Because Kurata couldn't leave his chair, she came and took it from him. Thank you for everything, he said, and bowing his head to Kazusa behind the counter, he picked up the cup in front of him. In the summer, 2.5 years ago, Kurata had been diagnosed with acute myelogenous leukemia. He was told he could start treatment and hope to survive, or forgo it and be left with only 6 months to live. It was the second summer of his relationship with Asami. He got the news of his diagnosis just after deciding to get a ring ready, secretly, and propose to her. But he didn't give up. If it meant the slightest chance of survival, he had no trouble deciding to begin treatment. It was then he decided to carry out